So that is just like one example of a question. Another example of a question could be like, for the diagnosis 459.93, how many visits did you do in that calendar year? Like, so it's just like a lot of like, how many patients and visits did you have by insurance type, diagnosis, age, whatever, discipline. How many CHJ visits did you do in a whole calendar year? Whatever, like this kind of like really intense statistical breakdown that is very difficult to come by unless the software has a report. And every software I've ever seen in home health and hospice, except for one, has this report. I forget which one, but we have an article about softwares coming up and it'll be in there. So another kind of little fun fact about this and why you should never calculate this manually is because those numbers, like let's say patients and visits by age, patients and visits by insurance, patients and visits by diagonal, blah, 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 blah. At the end, all those numbers need to match each other. So like if you miscalculate the number of like diabetic patient, like, you know, all the diagnosis, if that doesn't add to the same number of patients and visits, and there's like 100 diagnoses at least, okay, it's going to give you errors and you can't submit it. So like it literally has to be down to the exact number of visits total everywhere, but they have like 15 ways they want to collect and categorize how you did those visits. So that's the ALIRTS report for home health specifically. For hospice, it's that plus a lot of money stuff. The reason that home health doesn't really have like a really big financial data collection aspect to it, but hospice does, is because home health typically, while there is home health benefit under like Medi-Cal and things like that, the Medi-Cal payments to home health are so low that most agencies don't participate or don't take Medi-Cal or Medicaid insurance for home health as primary. The payments are very low compared to any other place, any other insurance. And as the law of qualifying for Medicaid, it's a low income group of people, so that you can't be like, if Medicaid doesn't pay, there's no like option for collection. Like my point is, it's hard to deal with this insurance type. So most agencies in California don't take Medi-Cal or Medicaid as primary. But in hospice, Medi-Cal or Medicaid is a very common primary insurance. While with home health, it doesn't do that well. With hospice, it does pay well enough that agencies and providers are willing to participate in it. Like, I want to say one more thing about this, because like sometimes people make business decisions, but like when you talk about it, it sounds a little like yucky. Of course, providers would love to treat Medi-Cal, Medicaid, home health patients. The payment for that is lower than often the visit rate of the clinician. So as a financial decision, it's like impossible to justify.